It's just the most fantastic environment because Silvana has such love and compassion for the animals, and to actually see that compassion in action and the difference you can make to a disadvantaged cat's life, turning it round from maybe ill health, straying, not knowing where the next meal's coming from, to actually giving it the chance and hope of a future life, which is what we do here.
We've got over 60, I think. Well, yeah, because of the kittens. Yeah, it's probably up to 70. Yeah. Every day changes because we rehome, then we take in more, then we rehome, and then more come in. So, yeah, it's literally jam-packed at the moment. We've even had to join cats together that haven't come in together, but we feel might get on, just because of space problems. And luckily, it's all worked out. Okay, they've made friends with cats that we've put them together with, and sometimes they even get home together. So yeah, but that's how it is. It's emergencies are coming in. I've got a top room in my house that I'm using as well. I think that what's happened is a lot of people thought that they'd earn some money out of selling kittens because the rescue centres were closed and there was people at home and they were all sort of going online and seeing loads of kittens for sale. And what's happened is they've gone to people who haven't neutered or been responsible, and then they've all mated. They don't realise that brothers, sisters, fathers, mothers, they will all, so it's become big households of cats, and then they just call us in to take them all, or they just abandon them. So that's what happened over the COVID. Everybody was buying silly amounts they were paying 300, 400 for a kitten, normal kitten. But they were so desperate to have something because they had time. And so the knock-on effect now is that all these young cats that have mated and had more babies and are on the street, it's just gone on and on. Yeah, it's gone on and on, so it's become a big problem. It's absolutely ridiculous what we get charged and what the public get charged for the vets. And now that they're being taken over by big companies, say Medivets and all that, it's not like a personal touch anymore. It's all about a money thing now. This is my oldest girl. She's 19. She's deaf as anything. She's very clingy, aren't you? Come on then. Come on. Can you have a nuts? Come on. Oh, it's she's very thin now. She's very thin. Oh, sorry, Solid. Oh, Solid, no. You're not Solid. I'm going to do it. Go and use Spartacus. This is Spartacus, this grey one.
Because of the cost of living crisis, a lot of people on the medical side aren't neutering their pets. They're maybe not giving them the full care. They're not vaccinating annually, which they used to do. They're delaying, if they're worried about a health situation with their pet, they're delaying taking their cat to the vet until it's become a more serious situation. And so many people seem to be putting their animals out and abandoning them just because they can't afford the care or they don't want them anymore. The lifestyle's changed since lockdown, so you're getting an awful lot of strays, particularly very young cats who become mothers far too young, who have litters of kittens. They don't have the resources, they don't have the care, so all rescues are totally overrun. I don't know about the vets themselves, but if you're part of a multi-group practice, often you're a company and you're responsible to shareholders, and the aim of that company is to make profit. Whereas if you had an independent vet, years ago, he probably trained because he really loved the animals, he needed to make a living, but the prices he or she charged were sensible, they were reasonable. Now they're companies, if they're part of a big practice, are trying to make profit for the shareholders. The government's investigating the whole situation. A problem in some areas is that these large groups like Medivet, like Vet Partners, Vets Now, they actually have a monopoly in a certain area, so people in certain areas do not have a choice as to where they can go. So maybe saying that they cannot have a monopoly in areas, that there has to be choice for the consumer who want to take their pet to the vet, and maybe an investigation into charges.